This video is part of the Living and Coping with Worry, Anxiety and Depression during the COVID-19 pandemic series. This video will explore values-based activities. My name is Megan Johnson and I am an assistant psychologist working within CPFT as part of the CAPS team within the Peterborough Exemplar project. I am helping to make some of the videos within this series. What are values? Values are the personal strengths or qualities a person most wants to express in his or her life goals and daily patterns of action. These values will vary person to person. A few examples could be adventure, balance, community, determination, fairness, learning, trustworthiness, and security. As we go through this video, try and think about your own values. Goals versus values. There is a distinct difference between goals and values. The best way to describe it is like values are the directions on a compass and they tell you which direction to go in, whereas goals are the landmarks that you pass on the way. Ask yourself, now I have explained what values are, here are some questions for you to think about in relation to your own values. What would your 80-year-old self wish you would have done more of or less of during this time? During the lockdown period, I really made the most of my time by doing. What kind of person do I want to be during this period of time? During lockdown, I learnt. Your own values. This part of the video is going to be spent exploring your values. Spend a moment identifying what your top 3 values are. Now look at the screen. Focus on the diagram. Where do your values fit? For example, if a value of mine was fulfillment, this would fall into work and education. If a top value was trustworthiness, for me this would fall into relationships. And if a value was balance, this would fall into health and personal growth for me. Now think about each area and how important it is to you. Then think about how much time and effort you are or have been devoting to that area. If for me relationships are really important, but I'm spending more time with work and education, this could create some difficult feelings. If something is important to you and you are not devoting much time to it, if you are prioritising another area which may not be as important, this is likely to impact on your mood. Changing values into actions. Our values guide us, but it's important to be able to turn our values into actions and things that we can actually do. For example, a value might be staying physically healthy. A plan for this could be, tomorrow I'm going to find a list of 5 YouTube classes I like. I'm going to find a running route of 5 kilometres from my house. I'm going to find a bike route that takes 45 minutes. I'm going to write a plan on my calendar. Every day between 4 and 5 p.m, I will do the exercise on my plan. This plan is based around the value of staying physically healthy. These are examples of values-based activities. Another example of a value is wanting to spend quality time with your children. A plan for this could be, starting tomorrow we will eat our evening meal as a family. I will put down my work and phone at 5 p.m. until the children are asleep. At 7 p.m. every evening I will read the children a bedtime story. We will spend a Sunday doing the chosen activity as a family. I will let the children choose an activity for the weekend. Again, these are all examples of values-based activities. The value of wanting to spend quality time with children has informed this plan. During challenging times like the COVID-19 pandemic, it is really important to be able to engage in meaningful activities that are based on our values, as this can have a really beneficial impact on our mood. This brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for listening, and I hope it has been helpful for you in identifying your own values and how to change these into actions. Thanks again for listening, and take care.